Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments and Condos. I'm walking into 2600 Eastwood, number 3D. This is a massive one-bedroom. It's on the top floor, so you get an enormous amount of natural light. It's also super quiet. It's a big apartment, so I think what I'll do is start by showing you the entry closet real quick. So you basically walk into a small entry area. And there's a closet that's about 2 feet wide by about 20 inches deep with a shelf and a hanging bar. To the left is the kitchen, which is a big kitchen with new appliances. To the right is the bedroom. And next to the bedroom is the bath. And I think we'll come back and look at those last. Walk right into we go a little further, we walk into this huge living room. French doors facing east, French doors facing south. This room is easily 22 or 23 feet long by 13 or 14 feet wide. It is a huge room, lots of natural light, newer windows. We've got 2 radiators. It is contiguous with a big formal dining room. So the space in this apartment is just enormous. Let me turn around, give you another look at the living room. So you see beautiful hardwood floors. It is every bit of 22 or 23 feet. We have light sconces, beautiful sunlight and windows. Again, these windows are facing east, down onto Eastwood. And as I walk in, the French doors facing south are looking out onto Central. Now we're seeing a car go by and we're getting no noise, and that's what you can expect. So we go around again and we see more sconces. We see the 2 radiator covers, so we have 2 radiators for this big room. And as I walk forward, we look past the entry, we're walking into that formal dining room. Again, we have a radiator and radiator cover, 2 newer windows facing east. We have those nice china cabinets, good storage, but they're also very pretty. This, again, a big room, probably 12 feet across by 13 feet long at least. The windows, again, are new. Looking out onto Eastwood, so it's very quiet. These windows are actually open or cracked, so you're hearing whatever you can possibly hear. The china cabinets, oops, are really nice and very easy to use. Plates and dishes, decorative stuff underneath. You have a couple of big shelves for storage for bigger items, cake trays, cake plates, that kind of thing. That one is identical. And from the radiator, we get our first look at the appliance, the refrigerator. One last time, we'll look from the far wall across the apartment. Whoops, I lost focus. Too big. Okay, now let's see if I can get that into focus. There we go. And we see the length of the apartment. It's really enormous. So we'll walk from the dining room into the kitchen. The kitchen's bigger than most kitchens as well. Stainless steel sink, some drawers, some storage underneath, a little bit of counter space. Back door going down to the laundry, although you can get to the laundry without going outside. Cabinets on top, more counter space underneath. The underneath cabinet space is quite deep, so that's really helpful. Then I buy this full-size stove, which is new, I think, or newer. We have more cabinets and more counter space. Just for a moment, I'm going to close this door, which separates us from the front door, and show you again. So, lots of cabinet space, good counter space, drawers on the top, squeaky clean. What looks like a rock countertop is actually a laminate, but it is, again, it's very clean. And again, the underneath cabinets are quite a bit deeper, so you can put bowls, pots and pans, small appliances, and store them easily. This is a battery of 4 drawers, which is super convenient. You do have a lot of outlets. The cabinets on top are standard 2-foot cabinets with 3 shelves. The shelves are 11 inches deep on the standard. Yeah, they're both 11 inches deep. And that's the other one that had the sticky drawer. The high cabinets are just a block of space, so it's about 1 square foot by 1 square foot. Newer stove, full size, 4 burners. It's not brand new, it has been used, but it's squeaky clean. And the inside is also very clean and ready to use. Across from the stove are more drawers, more counter space, a couple of more outlets, stainless steel sink, nice, there's the hot water all the way, nice water pressure. The faucet has a hose attachment and a spray, so that's nice, super clean. Underneath, I know, is dry and able to be used as storage. Whoops, it is. Then we have more drawers, which we've already seen. Again, the downstairs, the back door leads to the downstairs to the laundry. And again, you can get to the laundry inside. By the fridge, we have more cabinets and more counter space. So this kitchen is big enough for 2 people to operate in easily. The fridge, standard fridge with a freezer and shelves on top. Oh, we got a couple of Perriers. And the refrigerator, crisper drawers, butter dish, and shelves to the right. More outlets, so you can easily have a Keurig and a microwave and a blender, etc. More cabinets up on top. You have the 2-foot cabinets with 3 shelves, about 11 inches deep. Underneath we have more drawers, so we really have a lot of storage in this apartment. We've got a bank of 4 drawers and a bank of 4 or two of these cabinets like this, big, deep, empty space, which is really nice. I'm going to go towards the front door, open the kitchen door so you can separate the kitchen. And there's the front door that we came in, but I'm going to give you another look at the cabinet space, the counter space, the full-size refrigerator, stainless steel sink, more cabinets, full-size stove, and more storage. And you can just glance through the door and see a sliver of the big dining room. So as we come out of the kitchen, we see the front door, and we'll go directly across to a big bedroom. Bedroom windows are facing south. This bedroom is big enough for a king-size bed, although I'm used to seeing queen-size beds and a sitting area, and maybe a sitting area in an office. So it's lots of space. Maybe 10.5 feet or so across, 13 feet long. Lots of outlets, so there are outlets throughout. Great sunlight, the windows are open and they're facing south, so you get a good feel for the noise, which is minimal. And then as we look back from the windows, you can see the built-in cabinets, as well as the mirror on the bedroom door. The underneath drawers work. Those were once upon a time for shoes. They can be used for anything. This closet area goes all the way through and is probably pretty close to 8 feet long and 2 feet deep. The drawers are similar in that they're about 2 feet deep and they're very easy to use. In the closet, you have a hanging bar and a shelf that runs the distance. And the upper space is an empty area. So again, about 8 feet and about 2 feet deep for blankets and pillows and other things like that. So big closet space, big bedroom area, and beautiful natural light. So we come out, and if we turn a little to the left, we see the living room. There's the entry closet, the kitchen again. And we just go forward just a little bit, and we see a little bathroom suite. So before we get to the bathroom, we have another closet that can be used as an entry closet. You see the hanging bar. Or, oops, it's getting a little crowded in here, a linen closet with drawers underneath and the open space on top. I'll try to get a better picture of that on the other side of the bathroom. And from there we go into the bathroom. Again, the window has got a new window facing south. You see the radiator and radiator cover. Standard vintage tiles. Very clean tiles. The backsplash is super clean. Even the original tiles are very clean. Tub is nice and ready to go. Water pressure in this building is great, so we'll give this a whirl. And there we see it swimming nicely. Above the sink is the medicine cabinet. Above the medicine cabinet in the mirror is a light fixture, so you get good light when you're looking in the mirror. Standard vintage commode. There's a picture of the radiator. And then the last thing to do is check the water pressure. And I think this is a little dicey. So we're looking just at the hot water pressure. You can see the red. Oh, okay, so it's coming out on the bottom. That's good. Okay. There we go. The water pressure is really good. If I recall, this thing's a little hard to push down, so we'll turn it off first. There we go. Then we'll empty that out. And everything drains really well. So the shower head is probably about 6'3". Nice, clean bathroom. Good water pressure. Lots of natural light. As I back out, I'll back through the closet area and give you a look at the closets from just outside. Give you one last look at this massive living room and this very large formal dining room, and we'll turn around and we'll head back to the front door. Thank you for watching.